So when I first started this channel, I did not plan on doing only technique breakdowns and wrestler specific breakdowns. I also wanted to do match breakdowns because there's a lot of things that you learn by watching an entire match that you don't learn by just watching individual clips, right? Just match IQ, the way a match progresses, how things open up. So every Friday, I'm going to post a full match breakdown. I have over 100 matches I already have written down that I would like to do breakdowns for. So I have a lot of matches to go through, right? So I may do it more often than every Friday, but at least every Friday, expect a full match breakdown. I will remain consistent on this. The first match I'm going to include is Cody Chittum versus Snipes. And I've done a few full match breakdowns on this channel before. Jacob Cardenas versus Silas Allred. I have a few on the channel. Peyton Robb versus Jaden Lee. So but let's get right into it. So Cody Chittum is a wrestler that I like a lot. He wrestles for Iowa State. He does a lot of interesting things. He also has a really good gas tank. But in this match, in the first period, there was mainly just hand fighting, right? And I don't want to skip over the hand fighting. I don't want to skip over any important parts of the match. If there's complete down periods, I will. But notice how his opponent isn't stalling at any level, right? His opponent is staying in the hand fight. His opponent is staying with him, but Chittum is constantly clearing hands. He is fakes. He's using his fakes, utilizing those, and eventually, throughout the period, he's going to eventually earn a stall call, and that's because he's the only one committing. He's the only one committing to attacks. So his opponent is doing a great job hand fighting. Right here, gets double underhooks. Chittum does a good job of circling in. A lot of you guys at the high school level would just let the guy push you out and get a free stall call, right? If the other guy's going to earn the stall call, make him actually earn it. So Chittum does a good job hand fighting. The other guys also stand in the hand fight, but you guys will see as the match goes on, Chittum is the only one committing their leg attacks. So right here he shoots, misses a leg. His opponent has good defense, and Chittum is going to instantly grab the tricep once the opponent gets the underhook. And that's what you always want to do whenever your opponent gets an underhook or a front headlock right there when you're on the mat. That's a great position to get a stalemate from at least. If you want to be offensive from that position, hitting a short drag or a sucker drag, whatever you call it, or a dump are your main two options. And both of those techniques require you to grab the tricep. So that's something I really stress with my guys that I coach personally, is that if you miss a shot, you want to get to this point to where worst case scenario you get a stalemate, because then you're not afraid to shoot continuously. You can keep shooting, and even if you don't score, you aren't giving up points. So again, Chittum is just making sure to stay engaged the whole time. And a lot of times you guys expect, especially high school kids, because in the high school match, the first period would already be over, right? The first period would have ended 2-2, meaning 0-0 with no takedowns, because it's only 2-minute periods. Right here, he shoots again. His opponent does a good job defending, and he actually doesn't get a score from the initial attack, but he still get a score from this exchange because he ends up in a sprawled out position, and he eventually is going to get a front headlock, head in the hole, and get behind the opponent with about 20 seconds left. So he gets to go behind, he scores with 20 seconds left, and he stays in that position for the rest of the period, so I can skip that. They didn't change it all for the last 15 seconds. Notice what the bottom wrestler does. So Chittum is going to optional start, and as soon as he escapes, he's going to go right back in for an attack, to the point where the referee didn't even give him the escape yet. A lot of guys are going to do that. Be careful when you're cutting. He went right back in to try to get a takedown. So underhook knee pick right into a drop throw bar from the over-under position. The drop throw bar is a technique I've done multiple videos on. So I like this chain wrestling. Knee pick doesn't work. And then he almost instantly goes drop throw by. Notice what he does. That underhook side foot is going to take an outside step first. That's a good way to do the drop throw by. Ali Shabanal does it all of the time. And that's a video I'm going to link down in the description below with these full match breakdowns. Any techniques that I point out, I will, and if I already have a video on them, I will put the link down to the video in the description just in case you want to do a deeper dive into any other techniques that you like. So some scrambling in this position, but he does eventually score from here. And yeah, I believe this position got stalemated. This position is weird because I'm not even sure if the guy unlocked his hands or not. The high school level would be a takedown, but college is called pretty inconsistently. But I didn't have a good angle on it. Same thing, optional start. The guy instantly goes in. Now this match first caught my eye because I love the crotch lock. I use the crotch lock obsessively. Notice what Cody Chittum does. Let me start this over really quickly. So off the optional start, his opponent is looking to attack from the bottom position. So he crotch lock. Crotch lock. The hand around the waist is going to be the same side as the leg that your opponent attacked, and the other hand is in between the legs. He's going to lift. I like crotch roll, cradle, everything from there, but he's going to lift from there, and then watch what he does with his arm. He straightened his arm right here because his opponent was going to try to belly down, right? But he straightens the arm. He keeps him from bellying down. He splits the legs, and he gets 3 back points. Once you split the legs, it's pretty hard for your opponent to not give up any type of back points. So he gets a 3 count, instantly goes towards the Easton. A roll through tilt, and then tries to go in the opposite direction, which I think is a great setup when they defend the roll through tilt. But if it was me personally, I like putting my hand, obviously you grab the wrist with one hand, the other hand, I like being right in the elbow crease. Right on the bicep or the elbow crease. I don't like being all the way down by the wrist with my second hand. That's just me personally. I always feel like I have better control when I do that. Better control of their torso as well. When I'm right on the elbow or above the elbow. So that was a pretty good exchange. He was able to get 3 back points out of there. He gets in this weird leg right in position where his the leg is like the opposite way, and they stay here for the next 25 seconds. So I cut this part out pretty short because they literally do not change positions at all. So he gets in the bottom position, defends the outside chop, quad pods, fight hands, and gets up to his feet. Wastes no time on bottom. He's up 11-1 now. So he's still clearing ties. He doesn't like that position. He gets out of it. Punches the underhook. He does another drop throw by just from the underhook position. The last one was from the over-under. This one was from just the underhook. Same footwork. You see the outside step. Underhook side foot is going to take that outside diagonal step first. And that helps you really get the angle on your drop throw by. Now he gets in deep. He gets in on the leg, but he's not able to finish. And his opponent defends. But from this position, I don't think he scored from this position. Maybe I think he did actually. Yep. He still scored from the position. Like he scored from the exchange. And then scores here. And gets the takedown. So the drop throw by created the exchange, even though he did not score directly from it. So at this point, he's up 14-1, and he's about to get the tech fall. He's going to end up pushing his opponent out. If you know you're not going to get a turn from top, and you're this close to a tech fall, just let the guy up. I don't see the point of riding the guy out. You only need 1 takedown for the tech. So this guy is going to attack the leg again, and he's going to go back to the crotch lock. I liked it in this match because the first time the guy's head was inside the ankle, and then this next time it's going to be outside the ankle. Jump the gun a little bit. He shoots again, Cody Chittum, and he's not able to score from it, but he does get a stalemate. Getting stalemates is an underrated skill set. When I got comfortable getting stalemates, I attacked non-stop because besides emptying your gas tank, there was no downside, and I could get a better gas tank. Right here, he threatens danger count. In a high school match, you have to be more aggressive with it. The guy tries to hop over. He does the same thing with his arm to prevent the guy from bellying down. Right here, the guy can't phase his hip through Chittum's arm, so he's not able to get off his back. And Chittum is going to split the legs, and this time he also gets back points. So he ends up getting 7 points here and getting the 21-2 tech fall. That's all for today's video. Thank you for staying to the end. I will see you on the next one.